It started with a blackout. Not a storm, not a blown fuse, but an entire country suddenly gone dark. Hospitals lost power, airports froze mid-flight schedule, banks went offline, and for a few hours, millions of people lived in the shadows, not because of nature, but because of a man they had never met. A hacker, alone behind a screen, who decided to see if he could make a nation disappear. The story of how he did it feels like science fiction, but it's real, and it reveals just how fragile the modern world truly is. The hacker wasn't a supervillain in a movie. He was young, anonymous, a person with no army, no bombs, no official power, just curiosity, anger, and a laptop. He had grown up online, in chat rooms, forums, digital back alleys where the rules of the physical world don't apply. There, power didn't come from money or politics. It came from knowledge, from knowing how to break systems apart and rewire them to your will. And he was very, very good at it. What triggered the attack is still debated. Some say it was revenge, a government slight that insulted him. Others say it was just a challenge, a dare to himself. Could he take on the ultimate target? Not a person, not a company, but an entire country. The attack unfolded quietly at first. Malicious code hidden in the veins of the internet, spreading unnoticed. Government servers clogged, phone lines jammed, power grids overloaded, and then silence. Imagine the streets of a capital city, lit only by candlelight, hospitals scrambling to keep patients alive with manual pumps, citizens staring at darkened ATMs, unable to withdraw money, buy food, or even call for help. All of it orchestrated by someone sitting in a small room, his face lit only by the glow of a monitor. It was one of the first times the world understood that war no longer needed soldiers, that one person could wield the destructive force once reserved for armies. Experts call it asymmetric power, a single individual holding a nation hostage. It terrified leaders, because if it could happen once, it could happen again. And it did. After the blackout, governments worldwide scrambled to protect their infrastructure. Cybersecurity budgets soared. Politicians warned of a new kind of weapon, invisible, silent, but devastating. But for the hacker himself, there was no movie-style ending, no vault of gold or hero's escape. Eventually, investigators tracked him down. Arrested, exiled. Some say he disappeared entirely. Others whisper that intelligence agencies secretly recruited him. His true fate is still a mystery. But what isn't a mystery is the message he left behind. Our world runs on fragile threads, code, connections, networks we rarely think about. We trust them blindly every time we turn on a light switch, send money, or call a loved one. And for a brief moment in history, one hacker proved just how easy it was to cut those threads. Maybe he was a criminal. Maybe he was a genius. Maybe both. But his story reminds us that power in the 21st century doesn't always wear a uniform or sit in a palace. Sometimes it hides in a dark room, waiting behind a glowing screen. Because in the digital age, the greatest threat to a nation might just be a single human being.